Delta's determination for good is one of their star strengths, and Delta's strengths are multiple and various. Their customer loyalty is deep, and their cost advantage with reasonable and competitive prices is second to none. In cooperation with their safe and reliable journey track record and convenient flight scheduling, Delta is a top competitor in the airline market. However, a prominent weakness that repeatedly hurts the company is its lack of international routes. It is from this weakness we have discovered a great innovation opportunity: international expansion.
By partnering with Virgin Airlines, a reputable and established international airline, we will expand the reach of Delta Air Lines to Seattle, Washington, and the Seattle-Tacoma International Airport, JFK in New York City, and Heathrow International Airport in London, England. While Delta is prominent and profitable domestically, they lack a strong international presence that could help drive profit margins up. A partnership with Virgin Airlines displays Delta's capability and desire to expand around the globe. London is a gateway to Europe and will create easy layover refueling station. Seattle opens up an Asian market, and expansion in JFK increases presence in one of the largest international airports in the world. Expansion here means purchase of more gate terminals and additional aircraft for new routes. Growing the partnership with Virgin will provide strategic benefits as the fleet and gates expand. Delta will market the increased routes through several key locations: TV advertising, airport terminals, and onboard announcements and catalogs. We will track current customers throughout the first year of this innovation inauguration and see if the number of international tickets sold increases from the exposure to announcements, brochures, new flight maps, and billboards. Through capital expenditure and an increased alliance with Virgin, Delta will increase international routes while marketing the changes mainly to current customers while flying Delta.
Trends in the market and macro environment show that Asian, European, and markets in the United States are in high demand due to the high degree of business cooperation in those areas, as well as the high number of people living there. By expanding the reach of Delta to London, Seattle, and JFK, we are providing the company with the tools to be competitive in these demanding markets. Delta's biggest competitors will continue to be companies like American Airlines, Southwest Co., United Continental Holdings, and JetBlue. But as seen here from this graph, with Delta already outpacing many of its fiercest competitors, expanding to more markets will only help the airline. By furthering its reach in accordance with Virgin Airlines, Delta is acquiring new
Customers that will be as loyal as the existing ones. The main resource needed to accomplish our innovation concept is additional joint venture agreements. A joint venture is a business arrangement in which two or more parties agree to pool their resources for the purpose of accomplishing a specific task. In this case, it would be gate terminals, airplanes, and routes. This task can be a new project or any other business activity. In a joint venture, each of the participants is responsible for profits, losses, and costs associated with it. However, the venture is its own entity, separate and apart from the participants' other business interests. We believe Delta will have future success with joint venture agreements because of their past success with three existing ones. The first being with Air France and KLM, both subsidiaries of the same holding company, which cover routes between North America and Europe. The second is a transatlantic joint venture between Virgin Atlantic Airways, which operates non-stop flights between the UK and North America. Delta recently bought a 49% equity stake in Virgin Atlantic, which enables them to have large bargaining power in negotiations and future plans. And lastly, there's a Trans-Pacific joint venture with Virgin Australia Airlines, which operates Trans-Pacific routes between North America and the South Pacific. The recent success of the two joint venture agreements with Virgin provide opportunity for future ventures with other airlines owned by the company. For example, there's Virgin Australia Airlines New Zealand, which is a New Zealand-based airline. There's Virgin Samoa, a Samoan-based airline. There's Virgin America, a United States budget airline based out of San Francisco. And there's Air Asia X, which is a long-haul budget airline operating from Malaysia. There are several potential barriers that Delta could face when trying to pursue new joint venture agreements abroad, the first being regulations both in the U.S. and foreign countries, which could limit the possible expansion of the company. Second is a battle on fares and rates. Airlines set tickets in domestic and international cities based on intense price competition, and Delta will need to be able to compete. The third is authority from the local governments for Delta to be able to fly there. And lastly, there's access to local airports. With a finite number of airports and gate terminals, Delta could face possible limitations in this area. There are several major changes required by Delta in order to achieve an greater international presence, the first being new joint venture agreements with foreign carriers, and primarily Virgin. The second is a bigger presence in the JFK, Seattle, and London airports, which is achieved through the acquisition of more airplanes and gate terminals in order to operate more flights. The third is increased marketing and advertising abroad to promote their new product. And the fourth is to cut unprofitable foreign locations and domestic routes to free up capital. Our innovation concept of international expansion mainly was supported by the P of place. However, the other three will help support it in the following ways. Product. The new products offered by Delta through routes to additional foreign cities will increase attractiveness of customers. Promotion. Increased marketing in foreign airports, television, and aboard current flights, including new flight maps, will help support the new product and destinations. And price. Due to Delta's recent success and ability to pull through bankruptcy, they have freed up capital and increased credit opportunities. They will be able to compete price-wise through economies of scale with a large fleet and 3 ongoing international joint ventures and future joint ventures, specifically with Virgin. We believe that the international expansion effort by Delta will prove successful and make an incredible positive difference in the company's financial statements. This plan will work because Delta already has a large proven track record providing consumer flights across the U.S. and abroad. They have shown through 3 current joint ventures their ability to recognize successful target markets and partners, and we are confident in their ability to continue this in the upcoming year and years beyond that.